Welcome back on Gaming. This is Devin, and there's been a lot going around about how people are not able to fit into carts at Mario Kart for Super Nintendo World at Universal Studios Hollywood, and it just seems very interesting just because as of late, of course, it's opening up February 17th. There's just been a lot of negativity about it, such as the crowd control there, is that it just shows all these photos of people, shoulder to shoulder. And then, of course, now about how the only ride in the area, a lot of people are not going to be able to ride it just because of the people are not able to fit in it. So, just seems very interesting, of course, right before the land opens. I mean, I don't know necessarily if it's a bunch of, salty Disney fans upset about how good Universal is doing now, or all the, Harry Potter stuff, Harry Potter and Universal. Or the other thing too is that, everyone's super excited about Super Nintendo Land. So, everybody really wants to go ahead and find out as much information about it. Just, reading a lot of articles. I mean, it would make total sense why a failing gaming website would go ahead and make negative articles to get clicks about this. So speaking of that, the first place I did go ahead and hear any of this from was on Twitter from Kotaku. Of course, we all know about Kotaku, journalistic integrity, their clickbait, their journalists, all that good stuff. But they were talking about how I think one of their journalists was not able to fit in the seat, or was just not comfortable for them. It has a 40-inch seatbelt, I believe, or something like that. And I mean, it makes total sense just because this is basically the same ride that came from the Japan Super Mario World or Super Nintendo World. So it makes total sense that, when it comes over here, that people in America are a little bit bigger than they are over there. So it makes total sense. And the other thing I do believe is that this is actually a kid ride anyway. So kids are different sizes than adults. So, yeah, I mean, just everything with that. And then the other thing that seems very, very interesting is that I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos about this. Just, regular people, YouTubers and that. There's been a lot of people, this has been open for a while, or people have been going to this ride, whether it's people traveling from America to Japan to try it, or the media event. That was a little bit earlier, I believe this month, or at the end of January. Then they have the pass holder preview events. And I do believe that they were just letting people in too after a while, during some of these days. But yeah, I've been just very interested in it just because I will be attending on this Saturday the pass holder preview time for 2 hours. So I want to make sure I know where everything is and be able to be ready for those 2 hours, just because it is only 2 hours. So I want to do a lot of video and photos and that. So I've been just hearing everything about it as well. So during that, I was able to hear a lot of positive things, such as theming, how everything is so beautiful there, to the negative things such as the power bands not really fitting too well or just falling off, everything being crowded, or people getting off the ride and feeling a little bit dizzy, feeling a little bit nauseous from the 3D. But out of all those people that went ahead and went on the ride, I didn't hear one of them talk about the seats. None of them talk about it. And, if you go ahead and look on YouTube, not everyone is, small, or, some of these YouTubers or influencers, theme park channels, some of these people are a little bit bigger. So you would have thought that they would have talked about this. You would have thought that they would have said one thing at least about it. Because I know when I go ahead and go on a ride, that's all that I'm really thinking about if I feel uncomfortable sitting in it. And I would definitely go ahead and let you know. So, and I will go ahead and let you know, after Saturday here. But, you'll watch some of these YouTubers, they have the camera while they're on the ride itself. And, when they get off, they'll talk about their thoughts of the ride. But not one of them talks about how uncomfortable it is. And like I said, some of these people are a little bit bigger, so I would have thought that would have been the first thing that they would have talked about, especially since it's such a big deal. So I mean, either a lot of these YouTubers are just, not letting their YouTube audience know what's actually going on, or anything about it, because it would be good to know this beforehand, or Kotaku is just making articles about this to try to get clicks. Either one or the other. So, which either one of them can be true. I mean, we'll only really know once we get on the ride and try it out. But just just a lot of negativity, unfortunately, going around right before it opens up. But of course, very excited about it. Looks super awesome. Can't wait to see Peach. Can't wait to have some spaghetti with Mario and all that good stuff. But anyways, let me know what you guys think. If you're excited about it, are you going to be going to it opening day? I don't know. Just let me know what you guys think, and we'll see you later. Bye.